As a sort of fun comparison, I wanted to showcase the luminescent paint on 4 of my dive watches. Moving from left to right, we have a relatively new production Islander watches Port Jefferson. We have a 1999 Omega Seamaster Professional Diver 300 meter. We have a 2011 Omega Planet Ocean 42 millimeter. And then we have a current production, so 2023-2024, Momentum Sea Quartz 30. I just wanted to showcase the luminescent paint on these watches because I think that they're all pretty good, but they're good in different ways. I've given them plenty of time here in the light box to soak up some light, and then I did hit them with a little bit of a UV purple light just to see what they would do. So we're going to kill the lights here. And you can see they're all glowing pretty good. I would say if I had to pick a best of the ones here, and of course the camera is not going to be the best for it, and I'm not going to leave this on for an hour to show you how it is, I would say on the left side there, the Islander Port Jefferson with that fully lumed bezel, it does a really good job. The lume might not be the brightest to the naked eye, but it lasts a good 6 to 8 hours. Like if you light this up with a UV light before you hop in bed, it'll probably still be going when you're waking up. I will say though that here, the Omega Planet Ocean, this one is surprisingly good. Now I say surprisingly because this watch is nearly 15 years old. The lume on this one is super strong. And one thing I'll chalk it up to for both these watches that I think why they have good lume that is long lasting, we have applied indices on both watches, and the luminescent paint on both of these watches is applied on the sides of the indices too. Now the previous model Port Jefferson did the same thing, and I think it's part of why it lasts so long. On the older Omega Seamaster, our indices are just painted on, right? So it's good, but it doesn't last nearly as well as the newer watches, but also the newer watches that have raised indices. The Sea Quartz 30, the indices are not applied, they are painted, but they're fairly thick, so this watch does a pretty good job for the longevity of the lume. But I would say the kings of what I've got right now, honestly, the Port Jefferson at $650 is probably the best one there, considering that these Omegas cost, well, when they were new especially, cost a lot more than what the Port Jefferson costs. So it's just a fun little thought experiment of comparing the lume of the watches that I have. They're all divers or dive style watches, but I think it's a fun thing nevertheless. Thanks for watching.